baby. Say I'm the one, cause you want to. Really not pretend. Even when the sky can't fall. Even when the sun don't shine. I got faith in you and I. So put your breathing.
Hey babies, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is your girl, Essence Essentials, and today we are visiting Lucky Dave's just by coincidence because baby, I was trying to stop by Pizza Hut, but the GPS led me here. Y'all, it was pretty expensive, but it was well worth it. Y'all know a drink, I'ma have it, baby. They had margaritas. And one thing about me, baby, I'ma get me one, okay? You better get you some. Get you some. Come on, get you some. Hey, okay? Period. Y'all, it was strong, too. It was so fire. It was so fire. The way I like it, baby, no extra shots needed, period. But, y'all, I ended up getting the damn Lucky sauce. Y'all, 5 minutes later, my order came up. As soon as I sat down, y'all, everything was fresh. The Texas toast, the Cajun fries with extra seasoning, and the damn Lucky chicken tenders, baby. Look at the plate. Let's get into it. 10 out of freaking 10, y'all. Later, I stopped by FedEx, and y'all, look at Amazon Prime. In the cup, crack all strong, baby. You couldn't tell me they were working hard in the heat. Then, y'all, we got to stop right back by the house, y'all. We going in for the day, y'all. We keeping it short and simple, okay? And next thing you know, I got caught in traffic, and look what happened, baby. The rain decided to come, y'all. So, you know, that ended pretty fast. But luckily, I got out there pretty fast, y'all. And I wasn't in traffic for a very long time. So, with that being said, y'all already know what type of time it is today, y'all. It's what we cooking for our man's season, period. It's that season when cut a check for no reason, period. As y'all already know what's serving up on the menu tonight, baby. We got baked chicken, period. Cream of chicken of gravy, baby. Some brown rice and asparagus, baby. Okay, and you see what I'm doing right here? Patting this chicken dry, baby, so we can get that seasoning to stick. A little side note, while I am plating this chicken, trying to get it all dried up, I really love cooking, y'all. Cooking is one of my love languages. Just realizing that, how much I love to cook. I guess it's a down south thing, you know, just watching my mother and my grandmother in the kitchen. And, you know, I'm just simply bringing it to you all because, baby, I know the men is getting tired of you microwaving that rice, okay? We know how to cook rice over here on our channel. And baby, let me tell y'all, the rice is actually pretty different for this vlog. I cooked brown rice for the first time. You know, it's the healthier option. I decided to cook it because my cousin, who I am with, she loves brown rice. So I was like, okay, baby, let me tweak the recipe around, you know, and then we're gonna go from there. As you guys can see, I just went on in with the adobo seasoning, y'all. So the reason why we pat our chicken down is to get the seasonings to stick. One thing I will recommend is to marinate your chicken overnight. So season it and then let it sit for a day in the fridge in like a plastic bag or something. And then, you know, hey, I guarantee y'all the season is going to be so much better and it's going to stick way better, y'all. And the chicken is going to be way more better. I promise y'all. And then I promise y'all, that man is never going to leave y'all, okay? What one won't do, the next will. And baby, one thing we going to be able to do is cook, okay? Even though Cardi said she got her man by saying, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Of course she don't, because, baby, guess what? They can afford a maid. Can you? Oh, okay, then. And besides, I barely want a maid in my house anyways, because guess what? That gives another opportunity for my man to look at another woman, okay? So if I do get a maid, she got to be ugly. And let me tell y'all, men brains, they be wondering anyways. But y'all can see all the seasonings. I just stopped talking about the seasonings. I will list them below. As y'all know, it's pretty much Lawrys, Adobo, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder as well. Probably another seasoning in there, as you guys probably seen during the video. Then we're going to go ahead and get the grease on the stove. All we're going to do is just put a little bit in there in the pan just to coat the bottom, because we don't technically want to fry it. We just want to go ahead and get our chicken kind of crispy a little bit, or like kind of like burnt per se, just to get some type of browning on it. So it just won't be, you know, looking like a bone dry piece of chicken like turkey. So as you guys see, I did coat the bottom, but I wanted to add a little bit more because, y'all, this is not a frying pan. This is a wok pan. like the Chinese and Thai people use to cook noodles in. So yeah, this pan is a little bit deeper. So I'm just working with what I have at the moment. Next, we're gonna go in with our peppers and our onions. We're gonna go ahead and get this red pepper and green bell pepper cut down. You already know how we do, baby. Just watch how I cut it. You know, start at the butt. That's how you cut through the middle. And then you're gonna cut the middle piece out. My mama had always told me to try to cut all the white pieces out because it can kill you. Y'all, I don't know where she got the analogy from, but baby, y'all know I be using it to this day. I try to cut every piece of white that I can out of it.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna.
And the reason why I like to cut them like just straight without chopping them, you can, your preference, especially if you don't like the texture of peppers. Even though I often cook for people where they can't taste the onion, you know, or the texture. So they're like, oh yeah, I don't like peppers, I don't like onions. Fun fact, like that was one thing that my ex was like really keen on. But y'all, I had that man eating peppers and onions all up and down up in his food, y'all. He couldn't taste it. He said it was so good, you know, the flavor was still there and everything. So y'all, y'all better follow along, okay? We gonna keep our man, baby. Even though it's summertime, baby, it's cuffing season. Well, they trying to let us go too before the season so they can have fun. So it is what it is. But y'all know, at the end of the day, we still gonna keep our man, okay? Period. My man season. So y'all can see how I'm cutting it. I had got a good old view for y'all just so y'all can see how I was cutting it. But then after that, y'all, the reason why I like to cut the peppers this way is so we can have more bright of a color and, you know, just a more aesthetically pleasing plate. That's all. Then I'm going to go through, wipe my counter off. And look, let's check on the chicken, y'all. So the chicken is frying. So as y'all can see, I turned it over just so it won't burn. But y'all, we don't want this to cook all the way through. We don't want no dry chicken. We're just trying to get a good old brown crisp on it. This is my first time doing it with the frying method. Normally I'll boil my chicken first and then I'll bake it. But I seen the way people had cooked it on TikTok this way. So I was like, I'm gonna try it out this way. And y'all, it was so good. It's good either way. Some people like to boil the chicken first because they're like, oh, I don't want to see any pink in the chicken. But I decided to fry it this time. If y'all can hear my background, y'all, they're doing a lot of construction over here. So just forgive me. And baby, one thing I'm going to do is get the job done regardless. Then we're going to start with this onion, y'all. We're going to cut the butt of the onion. And we're going to just start peeling it all the way off, y'all. Just peeling it. Be careful, y'all. The faster you peel, the less you have to worry about crying or your eyes burning or anything like that. Be careful with the knife, y'all, as well. I love to show people how I dice my onions because people's like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So all you do, you just go through vertically and just chop lines all the way as far as you can, or to your preference of how many onions you would like, right? So once you cut straight through the onion, you get all the lines going all the way through the middle. Then you're going to go and rotate the onion horizontally, and then you're going to cut horizontally, and that's how you get your onions to be diced, right? Y'all, look at that. That is so aesthetically pleasing. Let's get right on into it. You know your girl. If you haven't already, go ahead and press that subscribe button, because one thing we're going to do, we're going to keep our man. We're going to cook for him. We're going to clean, okay? But let me tell y'all, don't be don't be cleaning after no man that's not your husband. Y'all heard what I said? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shoot, don't even really be cooking for him either. But hey, if y'all in a long-term relationship, cook for that man, okay? Cook for that man. So y'all, next we're going to go ahead and get to our asparagus, which is our side dish. And all we're going to do, we just wash it off, you know, get it clean, and then we're going to cut the butt, as I like to say, of the asparagus, you know, just to make them more aesthetically pleasing. And also, nobody wants to taste that, okay? Nobody want to taste that. That's kind of like the dead part from where it was chopped off at the farm, you know. So in case some people didn't know how to cook asparagus, here you go. Just watch and learn. Y'all, I did want to say, once I did come home, y'all, I washed my hair, baby. I took that wig off, okay? Wait, did I even have a wig? No, I had a quick weave, y'all. I took that right on out, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Can I say we had a time last night? Baby, I had a time in that shower. So y'all know, after the bath, y'all, it's time to get cooking, okay? It's getting pretty late, but not too late. You know, here in Texas, we are an hour behind Central Time and 2 hours, I want to say, behind Pacific Standard Time. So y'all, that same grease after our chicken is finished browning on both sides, we're going to simply go ahead and add our vegetables in there. Then I'm going to go in with the Himalayan salt, sea salt, and also some black pepper as well. Grind it up, make it look all nice and neat. I love to do that for any of my vegetables. Y'all, the reason why we decided to add our vegetables inside the same grease is because guess what, baby? That chicken has seasoning on it, right? We want to get all the seasoning as much as possible into this dish. It's just add more flavors. Flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. That's what we're looking for in this dish. Next, we're going to go in and add our 2 cans of cream of chicken. And y'all, this is going to look kind of yucky at first, but I promise y'all, trust the process, trust the process. This is technically how you make your broth or your gravy for your rice, right? So then after that, we're just going to go in and kind of eyeball, y'all. I don't really do any measurements like that. We're going to go in and add our chicken broth. As you guys can see, I'm just getting it to my desiring likings. If you have more, you know, as far as a family to feed, make sure you just add an extra 1 or 2 cans of cream of chicken. After giving that a good stir, y'all, I'm then going to go in and pour it inside of my pan where I put my chicken at, which is where we're going to then place it in the stove on 380, and we're going to place it in there for an hour. Y'all, another thing I want to mention is, babies, don't be doing wifey duties, wifey things for a man that's just your boyfriend, okay? Until you got that ring, baby, you know the vibes. Treat him as such. Because guess what? One thing that's going to happen is they're not going to have anything to look forward to, you know, whenever they get married, because they pretty much know everything that you already know how to do. They know your routine and everything. So they know what to expect. So, you know, hey, just a side note, because this is something that I've learned along my journey of dating, you know, and being in relationships as well. So yeah, I try to back out a little bit, even though I love to cook, baby. I would sit there now and just cook for myself and ask that man what he eating, or I hope he eat before he come over. Ooh, sprinkle, sprinkle, baby, sprinkle, sprinkle. In the words of who? You already know, our financial advisor, because y'all, she says she's not a dating coach, but y'all, she is a financial advisor. But to us, y'all already know what she is. Then after that, y'all, I'm just going to go into my pan. And as you guys can see, I am chopping some cubes of butter, just putting it in there. I put like 5 pieces of butter in there. And I poured the vegetables in there as well. As you guys can see, it was already mixed with the gravy. And I just literally just took everything, the oil, the seasonings, I scraped it all out the pan. So this is what our dish should look like before it goes in the oven. Y'all, it looks so good. Top it off with some extra seasonings. And then we're going to go in with our aluminum foil. Okay, period. Because we want it to be able to cook thoroughly, and we don't want our chicken to dry out. This is why we cover it, just to keep the steam in there as well. Okay, boom. So now we are working on our asparagus that we just chopped the ends to a while ago, right? All I'm going to do is just go in and add a little bit of garlic. Minced garlic would do very well. Just put a tablespoon of minced garlic on top of this. And we're going to go in and add just a little cube of butter, some Himalayan salt, and we're going to also grind some pepper up there. And we're just going to kind of like, how can I say it, sway some olive oil over our asparagus. But the asparagus is going to go in at the very last 15 to 20 minutes of the dish cooking that's already in the oven, which is our chicken. Y'all, and since this is a little new on the channel, it's brown rice because it is a healthier option, baby. Let's go ahead and get into it, period. Pookies. But y'all, all we're going to do is the same proportions. Every 1 cup of rice, you do 2 cups of water. So tonight I had 2 cups of rice, and I went in with 4 cups of water. Period, Pookies. It's brown rice, and so it cooks a little bit longer. It does take 30 minutes to cook the brown rice, which is perfectly fine. It is a little longer from white rice. White rice takes 20 minutes. And make sure you wash that rice too, baby. Get all that protein and fiber off of that rice. And, you know, the dirt, because, baby, we need that. Who in the world needs that in their food? I don't, and that's how you get that rice mushy, okay? So, yeah, y'all. Y'all can see I'm going in now with salt just to keep the rice from sticking together, and some cilantro. But parsley is what you're supposed to put up there on top. Baby, I ain't got no parsley. So cilantro gonna do, you know, the cilantro is just for a nice little garnish. That's all, okay, period. Then, you know, I'm at the sink right now trying to cook and clean at the same time, because one thing you don't want to do is have a dirty kitchen at the very end and you full. And look, you know, that's gonna be a full time wasted. But y'all, look, after our hour is up and I finished watching a good old movie on Netflix, baby, let's check out how this meal came out, y'all. Let's really get into it, okay, period. Okay, y'all, and here goes the final reveal. Let me go ahead and tell y'all, if y'all don't fix that man his favorite drink and use some wine, baby, that's either some Henny and Coke, okay? You get what I'm saying? And use some nice little wine to go on the side, baby. Fix that man a good old plate, baby, and go ahead and get you something at the end of the night, because, baby, you already know it is your girl, Essence Essentials. I'll catch you guys in another vlog. Bye.